freak out,
surtar,
freaks out,
surta,
freaked out,
surtou,
freaking out,
surtar,
freak out, freaks out, freaked out, freaking out, creep out,
sair de fininho,
creeps out,
sai de fininho,
crept out,
saiu de fininho,
creeping out,
saindo de fininho,
creep out, creeps out, crept out, creeping out, wake up,
acordar,
wakes up,
acorda,
woke up,
acordou,
waking up,
acordando,
wake up, wakes up, woke up, waking up, stress out,
ficar tenso,
stresses out,
fica tenso,
stressed out,
ficou tenso,
stressing out,
ficando tenso,
stress out, stresses out, stressed out, stressing out, come up with,
planejar, inventar,
comes up with,
planeja,
came up with,
planejou,
coming up with,
planejando,
come up with, comes up with, came up with, coming up with, bring up,
mencionar, criar,
brings up,
menciona,
brought up,
mencionou,
bringing up,
mencionando,
bring up, brings up, brought up, bringing up, stand out,
destacar-se,
stands out,
destaca-se,
stood out,
destacou-se,
standing out,
destacando-se,
stand out, stands out, stood out, standing out, figure out,
resolver, compreender,
figures out,
resolve,
figured out,
resolveu,
figuring out,
resolvendo,
figure out, figures out, figured out, figuring out, run out of,
estar sem,
runs out of,
está sem,
ran out of,
estava sem,
running out of,
estando sem,
run out of, runs out of, ran out of, running out of, pop into,
passar em, dá pulinho em,
pops into,
passa em,
popped into,
passou em,
popping into,
passando em,
pop into, pops into, popped into, popping into, pick up,
pegar, apanhar.
picks up,
Pega,
picked up,
pegou,
picking up,
pegando.
pick up, picks up, picked up, picking up. Drop off,
Diminuir, cair.
drops off,
Cai,
dropped off,
caiu,
dropping off,
caindo.
drop off, drops off, dropped off, dropping off. Throw away,
Jogar fora.
throws away,
Joga fora,
threw away,
jogou fora,
throwing away,
jogando fora.
throw away, throws away, threw away, throwing away. Cut back on,
Reduzir,
cuts back on,
reduz,
cut back on,
reduziu,
cutting back on,
reduzindo.
cut back on, cuts back on, cut back on, cutting back on. Calm down,
Acalmar-se,
calms down,
acalma-se,
calmed down,
acalmou-se,
calming down,
acalmar,
calm down, calms down, calmed down, calming down. Get back to,
voltar a, regressar.
gets back to,
Volta,
got back to,
voltou,
getting back to,
voltando.
get back to, gets back to, got back to, getting back to. Look forward to,
Olhar para frente.
looks forward to,
Olha para frente,
looked forward to,
olhou para frente,
looking forward to,
olhar para frente.
look forward to, looks forward to, looked forward to, looking forward to. Catch up,
Alcançar,
catches up,
alcança,
caught up,
alcançou,
catching up,
alcançando.
catch up, catches up, caught up, catching up. Fill out,
Preencher,
fills out,
preenche,
filled out,
preencheu,
filling out,
preenchendo.
fill out, fills out, filled out, filling out. Get rid of,
livrar-se de, jogar fora.
gets rid of,
Livra-se de,
got rid of,
livrou-se de,
getting rid of,
livrando-se de,
get rid of, gets rid of, got rid of, getting rid of. Hand in,
entregar em mãos, denunciar.
hands in,
Entrega em mãos,
handed in,
entregou em mãos,
handing in,
entregando em mãos.
hand in, hands in, handed in, handing in. Sleep in,
Dormir até tarde.
sleeps in,
Dorme,
slept in,
dormiu,
sleeping in,
dormir.
sleep in, sleeps in, slept in, sleeping in. Work out,
Exercitar, resolver.
works out,
Exercita,
worked out,
exercitou,
working out,
exercitando.
work out, works out, worked out, working out. Meet up,
Encontrar-se,
meets up,
encontra-se.
met up,
Encontrou-se,
meeting up,
encontrando.
meet up, meets up, met up, meeting up. Scroll down,
Rolar para baixo.
scrolls down,
Rola para baixo,
scrolled down,
rolou para baixo,
scrolling down,
rolando para baixo.
scroll down, scrolls down, scrolled down, scrolling down. Scroll up,
Rolar para cima.
scrolls up,
Rola para cima,
scrolled up,
rolou para cima,
scrolling up,
rolando para cima.
scroll up, scrolls up, scrolled up, scrolling up. Zoom in,
Ampliar.
zooms in,
Amplia,
zoomed in,
ampliou,
zooming in,
ampliando.
zoom in, zooms in, zoomed in, zooming in. Zoom out,
Reduzir.
zooms out,
Reduz,
zoomed out,
reduziu,
zooming out,
reduzindo.
zoom out, zooms out, zoomed out, zooming out. Check off,
checar, marcar,
checks off,
checa,
checked off,
checou,
checking off,
checando,
check off, checks off, checked off, checking off. Write down,
anotar,
writes down,
anota,
wrote down,
anotou,
writing down,
anotando,
write down, writes down, wrote down, writing down. Jot down,
tomar nota,
jots down,
toma nota,
jotted down,
tomou nota,
jotting down,
tomando nota,
jot down, jots down, jotted down, jotting down. Cross out,
riscar,
crosses out,
risca,
crossed out,
riscou,
crossing out,
riscando,
cross out, crosses out, crossed out, crossing out. Rip up,
rasgar, pedaçar,
rips up,
rasga,
ripped up,
rasgou,
ripping up,
rasgando,
rip up, rips up, ripped up, ripping up. End up,
acabar em,
ends up,
acaba em,
ended up,
acabou em,
ending up,
acabando em,
end up, ends up, ended up, ending up. Work toward,
trabalhar para,
works toward,
trabalha para,
worked toward,
trabalhou para,
working toward,
trabalhando para,
work toward, works toward, worked toward, working toward. Check in,
dar entrada,
checks in,
dá entrada,
checked in,
deu entrada,
checking in,
dando entrada,
check in, checks in, checked in, checking in. Check out,
verificar,
checks out,
verifica,
checked out,
verificou,
checking out,
verificando,
check out, checks out, checked out, checking out. juggle around,
fazer malabarismo, conciliar,
juggles around,
concilia,
juggled around,
conciliou,
juggling around,
conciliando,
juggle around, juggles around, juggled around, juggling around, miss out,
perder,
misses out,
perde,
missed out,
perdeu,
missing out,
perdendo,
miss out, misses out, missed out, missing out, go ahead,
continuar,
goes ahead,
continua,
went ahead,
continuou,
going ahead,
continuando,
go ahead, goes ahead, went ahead, going ahead, hang out,
relaxar,
hangs out,
relaxa,
hanged out,
relaxou,
hanging out,
relaxando,
hang out, hangs out, hanged out, hanging out, storm out,
sair com raiva,
storms out,
sai com raiva,
stormed out,
saiu com raiva,
storming out,
saindo com raiva,
storm out, storms out, stormed out, storming out, move in,
instalar-se,
moves in,
instala-se,
moved in,
instalou-se,
moving in,
instalando-se,
move in, moves in, moved in, moving in, move out,
mudar-se,
moves out,
muda-se,
moved out,
mudou-se,
moving out,
mudando-se,
move out, moves out, moved out, moving out, talk into,
convencer,
talks into,
convence,
talked into,
convenceu,
talking into,
convencendo,
talk into, talks into, talked into, talking into, talk out of,
dissuadir de,
talks out of,
dissuade de,
talked out of,
dissuadiu de,
talking out of,
dissuadindo de,
sneak out,
sair escondido,
sneaks out,
sai escondido,
sneaked out,
Saiu escondido.
sneaking out,
Saindo escondido.
sneak out, sneaks out, sneaked out, sneaking out, sneak in,
Entrar, de fininho.
sneaks in,
Entra,
snuck in,
entrou,
sneaked in,
entrou,
sneak in,
entrando,
sneak in, sneaks in, snuck in, sneaked in, sneaking in, stock up on,
estocar,
stocks up on,
estoca,
stocked up on,
estocou,
stocking up on,
estocando,
stock up on, stocks up on, stocked up on, stocking up on, put back,
adiar,
puts back,
adia,
put back,
adiou,
putting back,
adiar,
put back, puts back, put back, putting back, pig out,
comer demais,
pigs out,
come demais,
pigged out,
comeu demais,
pigging out,
comendo demais,
pig out, pigs out, pigged out, pigging out, show up,
aparecer,
shows up,
aparece,
showed up,
apareceu,
showing up,
aparecendo,
show up, shows up, showed up, showing up, spit out,
cuspir,
spits out,
cospe,
spitted out,
cuspiu,
spitting out,
cuspindo,
spit out, spits out, spitted out, spitting out, throw up,
botar pra fora,
throws up,
bota pra fora,
threw up,
botou pra fora,
throwing up,
botando pra fora,
throw up, throws up, threw up, throwing up, run into,
colidir com,
runs into,
colide com,
ran into,
colidiu com,
running into,
colidido com,
run into, runs into, ran into, running into, bump into,
dar de cara com, bater em,
bumps into,
bate em,
bumped into,
bateu em,
bumping into,
batendo em,
bump into, bumps into, bumped into, bumping into. Make up,
criar, inventar.
makes up,
Cria,
made up,
criou,
making up,
criando.
make up, makes up, made up, making up. Put on,
Vestir,
puts on,
veste,
put on,
vestiu,
putting on,
vestindo.
put on, puts on, put on, putting on. Dress up,
Vestir-se a rigor.
dresses up,
Veste-se,
dressed up,
vestiu-se,
dressing up,
vestindo-se.
dress up, dresses up, dressed up, dressing up. Dress down,
Vestir-se informal. Dar bronca.
dresses down,
Veste-se,
dressed down,
vestiu-se,
dressing down,
vestindo-se.
dress down, dresses down, dressed down, dressing down. Hang out,
Relaxar,
hangs out,
relaxa,
hanged out,
relaxou,
hanging out,
relaxando.
hang out, hangs out, hanged out, hanging out. Hang up,
Desligar, pendurar,
hangs up,
desliga,
hanged up,
desligou,
hanging up,
desligando.
hang up, hangs up, hanged up, hanging up. Pick out,
Escolher,
picks out,
escolhe,
picked out,
escolheu,
picking out,
escolhendo.
pick out, picks out, picked out, picking out. Try on,
Experimentar,
tries on,
experimenta,
tried on,
experimentou,
trying on,
experimentando.
try on, tries on, tried on, trying on. Button up,
Abotoar,
buttons up,
abotoa,
buttoned up,
abotoou,
buttoning up,
abotoando.
button up, buttons up, buttoned up, buttoning up. Zip up,
Fechar o zíper.
Zips up.
Fecha.
Zipped up.
Fechou.
Zipping up.
Fechando.
Zip up. Zips up. Zipped up. Zipping up. Do up.
Redecorar. Fechar.
Does up.
Redecora.
Did up.
Redecorou.
Doing up.
Redecorando.
Do up. Does up. Did up. Doing up. Bundle up.
Enrolar.
Bundles up.
Enrola.
Bundled up.
Enrolou.
Bundling up.
Enrolando.
Bundle up. Bundles up. Bundled up. Bundling up. Fall apart.
Desmoronar.
Falls apart.
Desmorona.
Fell apart.
Desmoronou.
Falling apart.
Desmoronando.
Fall apart. Falls apart. Fell apart. Falling apart. Pull out of.
Extrair. Remover.
Pulls out of.
Remove.
Pulled out of.
Removeu.
Pulling out of.
Removendo.
Pull out of. Pulls out of. Pulled out of. Pulling out of. Run over.
Atropelar.
Runs over.
Atropela.
Ran over.
Atropelou.
Running over.
Atropelando.
Run over. Runs over. Ran over. Running over. Pull into.
Estacionar em fila dupla.
Pulls into.
Estaciona.
Pulled into.
Estacionou.
Pulling into.
Estacionando.
Pay off.
Quitar.
Pays off.
Quita.
Paid off.
Quitou.
Paying off.
Quitando.
Pay off. Pays off. Paid off. Paying off. Chip in.
Entrar na conversa.
Chips in.
Entra.
Chipped in.
Entrou.
Chipping in.
Entrando.
Chip in. Chips in. Chipped in. Chipping in. Pay back.
Devolver.
Pays back.
Devolve.
Paid back.
Devolveu.
Paying back.
Devolvendo.
Pay back. Pays back. Paid back. Paying back. Save up.
Poupar.
Saves up.
Poupa.
Saved up.
Poupou.
Saving up.
Poupando.
Save up. Saves up. Saved up. Saving up. Dip into.
Olhar, de relance.
Dips into.
Olha,
Dipped into.
olhou,
Dipping into.
olhar.
Dip into. Dips into. Dipped into. Dipping into. Squirrel away.
Amealhar, reservar.
Squirrels away.
Reserva,
Squirreled away.
reservou,
Squirreling away.
reservando.
Squirrel away. Squirrels away. Squirreled away. Squirreling away. Rip off.
Tirar, rapidamente.
Rips off.
Tira,
Ripped off.
tirou,
Ripping off.
tirando.
Rip off. Rips off. Ripped off. Ripping off. Cough up.
Pagar,
Coughs up.
paga.
Coughed up.
Pagou,
Coughing up.
pagando.
Cough up. Coughs up. Coughed up. Coughing up. Scrape by.
Sobreviver,
Scrapes by.
sobrevive,
Scraped by.
sobreviveu,
Scraping by.
sobrevivendo.
Scrape by. Scrapes by. Scraped by. Scraping by. Come into.
Entrar,
Comes into.
entra,
Came into.
entrou,
Coming into.
entrando.
Come into. Comes into. Came into. Coming into. Squander away.
Desperdiçar,
Squanders away.
desperdiça,
Squandered away.
desperdiçou,
Squandering away.
desperdiçando.
Squander away. Squanders away. Squandered away. Squandering away.